Hello everybody, welcome to my nookery. My name is Linda and I live in the UK with my hubby, 2 kitties and my dog Spice. I hope everybody's well. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for being here, and if you are new here, please click the subscribe button and the bell icon, so whenever I put a video out or I go live, then you'll get notification. So it's a Tuesday. It's a rainy day. Today's date's the 23rd, I do believe, of January. And this video is all about WIPs. So every month, once a month, I will talk to you about 2 of my WIPs. One will be crochet and one will be knit. And I'll go into detail. I'll talk about my thoughts on the pattern, on the yarn I'm using, and all the links will be in the description box about the projects that I'm talking about. So today we're going to be talking about the Capullo Shrug and also Stephen West's Hyber Knit Along from last year. I think it's called the Glittering Snowflake Shawl. Anyway, so the first one I'm going to be talking to you about today is the Capullo Shawl and Shrug, and it is a beautiful pattern, and I'm using Expression Fibre Arts sock yarn, and this is called what's it called now? It's called Mouse King. It's a beautiful yarn in my favourite colour combination, which are blues and browns, any tones of blues and browns. And I love Expression Fibre Arts yarn. It is so beautiful, but unfortunately at the moment, due to postage, I'm not able to purchase any because the postage to here, and then I have to then pay customs, which means that I pay postage 3 times, because the price of customs is twice the amount of what I pay for postage, which is disgusting. Anyway, that being said, beautiful yarn, 70% superwash merino with 30% mulberry silk, and this is my crochet project. I am a clover hook user. Clover are more my favorite all-time hooks. I won't use anything else. They're good for my hands, they're ergonomic, and yeah, I can work all day with my clover hook and my hands don't hurt. One thing I will say about the labels for Expression Fibre Arts, they always have lovely sayings, and this says a positive twist on yarn, and then the other one, when life is rough, make soft things. And that's so true, isn't it, guys? Whether you knit, crochet, cross stitch, embroider, sew, they're all good for our mental health at the end of the day, and that's what we need. It's needles US 0 to 7 or a B to G hook, and this is just divine to work with. So the pattern, I'll talk to you about the pattern. The pattern I got free. Oh no, I didn't. I actually paid for this one. So when they first introduce new patterns, they're free for a week. I know that that when the patterns come out on Friday, and they're for a week. The pattern is very well written. I like the chart. I like to follow charts, but I also like to I'm also a text. I can read text as well. So there's a little bit that says about the capullo. The capullo is Spanish for cocoon, which is very fitting for this cocoon cardigan. I just love these types of cardigans as they make you feel like you're wearing a nice warm blanket, which is very true. The cardigan is a square that started at the center and then the edges are sewn together with a whip stitch which leaves holes for arms. A border is crocheted around the new edges to create the ribbing. And this is designed by Elizabeth Carr, and I will put the links to Elizabeth in the description box below. And then of course Shandy, who is the lady, Shandy, who is the lovely lady from Expression Fibre Arts. And I did interview Shandy, I'm not sure whether it was last year or the year before, and it gives you, it's really good, size inclusive. It goes up to a 5XL, which is brilliant. This pattern is for a sport weight. Now guys, I am using a finger weight, so I know that I have got to, I'll be doing more rows than the pattern calls for, because I need to get it to 35 inches, and I'm about, I think I've still got about 10 more inches to do. But it's lovely, and I hope you can see this. I love the stitch definition, the pattern. It's absolutely a joy to work. Very, very good. I have a little mushroom toadstool stitch marker, and yeah, I just love this. Love this. This is going to be one of my favourite shrubs because it's in my favorite color combination, and I hope you can see it. Before and I've decided, before I do the edging, the cuffs and the edging round the cardigan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash it and block it. So and that, so yeah, so that is just absolutely a beautiful, beautiful shrug. I'm hoping to get this done maybe the middle of February, because I don't work on, I'm not by any means, guys, a monogamous crochet or knitter. I have, at present, I've got 12 whips. But I like to work on I just so I don't get bored. I work on four, sometimes 5 different projects a day. And yeah, I really, really love it. And you can really see the stitch definition on this. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm using a 4.5 hook. And yeah, so all round, guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful pattern. Well worth it. And I think I will make it again, and I think I will actually use a DK yarn, and yeah, I think I will use a DK yarn next time, but I will make it again. Not right away, but it will be made again. And yes, so the Capullo shawl, a shrug. Very nice. Let me see if I can show you. I know there are other, just so you can have a better idea. They've got how to fold it, and then these are Shandy with the shrug on. Doesn't it look lovely? Beautiful. So that is WIP number 1 that I wanted to share with you in this WIP Wednesday video for this month. The next one is my Stephen West shawl, the Hyber knit along. It is, you all know I'm a big fan of Stephen West. I did the mystery knit along last year, and I did the mystery knit along the year before, and this year for the Hyber knit along. I did do the Hyber knit along last year, but I got to a stage where I just wasn't enjoying it, and my philosophy is, if it doesn't bring you joy, guys, frog it. Just frog it. Use the yarn for something else that will bring you joy, because at the end of the day, our knitting, our crocheting, whatever we do is something that should bring us joy and not dread, oh gosh, I've still got that thing to make, oh I've still, just frog it. At the end of the day you've got yarn to make another project, so you're adding back to your stash without paying a penny. So this is the glittering Snowscape shawl. My sister June and I are shopped my stash, because this year is all about shopping my stash, and this is the shawl. Absolutely beautiful, and I am on section 16. I've got two sections. I've got 16, I'm halfway through 16, then I've got section 17, and then 18 is the lovely edging, and I've been told that it will take 25 hours to do this all the way along, and I can understand why. I've read the pattern. Stephen West, his patterns are amazing, well written. There are videos to go along with it of different stitches, and yeah, really good. Obviously this is a knitting pattern, and so that is that. And the yarn, if I can find my little bits, what have I done with the right, okay, so you need 5 100 skeins of yarn, and I have used, here they are, so I have used a combination because I shopped my stash. So I've used Frankie Gray Fibres, which is a superwash nylon blend. I've used 2 botanical yarns. I've used the grey is the botanical, and lavender, which is this one. So the first 2 with this, and then for this one, this is Boating on Loch Ness, and this is by an English company under an English sky. Frankie Gray Fibres is from Canada, under an English sky, and Botanical Yarns are from the UK. And then for my final yarn, which is stuck, is Earth Yarns monochrome fingering weight, and that. So that's my final colour. That's what I'm going to be using for the edging. I'm using them 2 colours for the edging. So it's been a journey. Some sections, I will admit, are easier than others, and some are not so easy. So I am on to, I'm using this one, which is hold on, Frankie Gray Fibres is Sangria. This one, this is Frankie Gray Fibres. That's under an English sky. So let me make sure I've got it the right way round, and I'll bring it up and show you. So you start here and you work your way up doing the ridges, and what I like, they've got ridges between each pattern. This will, once I've blocked it, this will look spectacular. And then you go into the next colour with the greys, and then you go work in colour B, and then you introduce C. So I've finished C now and I'm on to D, and this is the pattern for D. So I've got 19 more rows before I do, and I will get this done today and tomorrow. And when our June's here, I'm going to start the the frill around the end. I'm using my all-time favourite knitting needles, were a Symphony, Knit Pro Symphony wooden needles, and this is a 3.5, and the yarn, I mean the pattern, it's going to look spectacular. You can't, when you block, which you are stretching anyway, when you block your shawls and that, it really highlights. So if I stretch that, you can really see the pattern. The pattern is, I mean, June and I have been talking, and this would make a lovely pattern on a cardigan or a sweater. This one, this pattern, this section, June and I frogged. I can't tell you how many times we frogged it until it kind of clicked. And that, this one, I've not frogged. I think the only section I had problems with was this one. Oh, sorry, me finger clicked in. I didn't have any problems with any other pattern, but this one. So yeah, but I really love it. I think it is a beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful shawl. And I know he has bought out another one, which June and I have purchased. That looks, that's not going to be done till later in the year maybe. And yeah, so we're really getting into the shawls at the moment. This is going to be our June's first shawl, and when she's finished it, I'm going to take a photograph of it and that, and I'm going to have to block it for her, because she obviously doesn't have that. I've got that stuff. So when we're both done, I'm going to keep it and block it, and once it's done, I'm going to get June to, I'll take a video of June wearing it and whatever, and put it on a video and that, so we can, I'll get Rick to video both of us together. I'll video June on her own, me on her own, and then I'll get Rick to video us both together wearing our shawls. But it's, for me, Stephen West shawls is like having knitting lessons, because you're learning new stitches, and I've learnt so much. My first shawl by Stephen West was the Twists and Turns, and I just loved it, absolutely. So enjoyed working with that. That was my first ever knitted shawl, and he has tutorials, and kind of with the Hyper Knit Along, he doesn't actually have a shawl, a video kind of, he has a video at the beginning telling you about the shawl and whatever, but in the pattern of the stitches, there are links to how to do the I-cord, how to do the bind off, how to do the patterns in the stitches, the stitch patterns in the shawl, and I can totally, where he gets his ideas from is just beyond my, he is such a superb designer, absolutely amazing designer. I love his work. So yeah, so they are my WIPs for WIP Wednesday. Which one was your favourite? I'd be really interested to know. Also, have you knitted a Stephen West shawl, or are you crocheting a shawl? And on the 1st of February, June and I are doing the DSC Spring Shawl Make Along. It starts on the 1st of February and it finishes on the last day, which I think is the 30th of April. And then there are prizes to be won as well, guys. So I do hope you enjoy. Have enjoyed this my WIP Wednesday. I'm going to do another one next month where I'll talk about 2 other of my WIPs that I've got on the go. Again, one knit, one crochet, because I do know that a lot of my followers or subscribers are crocheters and knitters, so I like to include all my lovely yarny family. So that's it from me for today. Take care everybody, stay safe, but more importantly, be kind to you, and until the next video, take care. Bye bye for now.